Okay, so it's only been one day, but it looks like they've already started to move up into the bedding that I put in, the coffee bedding. So they've gone from their own mulch and they've come up through. See, the stuff that I put in there yesterday was some rotting zucchini and lettuce. There's a bit of lettuce over there. Some rotting zucchini that was pretty much ready to process. So I put that like right on top of their bedding. I put some of this coffee bedding down, and then I put the vegetables in, and then I put a lot of bedding on top. And because I can't leave well enough alone, I wanted to see if they had migrated at all. So I pulled off the newspaper, which is on top. I'm basically putting the newspaper on top as a moisture barrier. I'm not mixing it in, and I'm putting about maybe like almost half a foot, because the bin seems to be very dry compared to what I've previously had. And because I've never had this experience, it's a little worrisome for me. Oh wow, look at that! I just put a whole handful of them up right on top of the lettuce. Oh my gosh, I am so pleased. Can you zoom in on that? Here they are. They're on top of the lettuce, and they've moved up into the bedding. That is so cool. I'm really, really happy that I decided to put some food in there to encourage them to move around and to eat. Oh wow. Yay! So anyway, I'm gonna put those guys back because I know I'm probably disturbing them. I really, really want this to start. I want this to be a quick vermicomposting system. I'm not so concerned with the worm growth, obviously, because I bought 2 pounds of them. But I want them to process the food pretty quickly, because this is basically going to be my organic trash disposal. I've got lots of vegetable scraps that I've frozen in anticipation for this, and that means that should process a lot more quickly. But I want them to get into the process very quickly so that this will start to collapse. And alright, so they're doing fine. They're so tiny, they're so cute and little. So yeah, they're doing good. I'm not going to add anything else to it for now. Everything I've got that I'm producing today is going to go into the freezer in anticipation of later. And I'm going to go ahead and put my moisture barrier back on top. Here it comes. And this is newspaper. I soaked it in a big old bucket, and then I just pulled out what was on top, so it's got just the right amount of moisture in it without being drippy. And so any water that evaporates is going to evaporate from the top of the newspaper here, and not from the bedding where the worms are, except on the edges, you know, obviously the outside edges. So I think this will help to keep the core moist and the temperature regulated. I'm running gas heat in my house. Unfortunately, that's what my house came with, and it makes things really dry and uncomfortable. I've got 2 humidifiers going, and I still feel uncomfortably dry, and I can just imagine what that would do to the worms. It would probably just kill them, honestly, but I don't want to kill them, so they're getting special treatment. About maybe that's a whole foot of moist newspaper. And what I did was I basically took it out, put it in the bucket in order to check the bedding. I checked the bedding, they seem fine, so this is going to go on top. I don't expect them to actually eat this newspaper anytime soon. But as I pull out the top newspaper, you know, unless it starts to grow mold or something, it's just going to be just newspaper. And I guess technically the worms could crawl up here, but it's not they would have to make a lot of meat just to get through all of that newspaper. So, oh, the other thing is that if I do think things are getting dry, I can just grab this newspaper, put it in the bucket, add some water, resaturate it, wring it out, and put it back in the bin. So basically that's going to be my way to regulate the moisture. Instead of having too much moisture, I've got to worry about having not enough. So anyway, I'm really pleased. I've got my worm fixed for the day. Time to clean out the fridge.